Welcome to another modern gameplay. So today we're bringing you Red and Eldrazi. I'm calling it REDRAZI. Yes, this deck is not new. In fact, it has been there for quite some time. However, there are new additions to the deck that we may like. So one major addition to the deck, other than just slamming the Eldrazi's and beating your opponent out of existence, with the added benefit of Eldrazi Temple that ramps up your Eldrazi play, which is the Thought-Knot Seer, as usual, and Reality Smasher to smash your opponent's face. We are graced by Zimonke, which is Ragavan, Nimble, Pilferer. So you have a turn 1 play that can dash, and at the same time, there is something called Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Now, the key to remember here with this type of deck is that sometimes when this iteration was played before, it lacked a certain finisher. However, I feel that the reflection of Kiki Jiki here really ties the deck together. Other than that, because the meta is very much ripe for Blood Moon exploitation, we have Blood Moon. If that's not enough, we have main deck Chalice of the Void. Alright, so let's see how that goes. And that being said, because we're mono red and we're Eldrazi, we are also graced with Cavern of Souls, just in case the number 1 played deck right now is Murktide. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. And let's go to the sideboard. We have Fury for extra hate on creatures. We have Engineered Explosives as a catch-all. We have Boil for anti-island shenaniganry. Seasoned Pyromancer for that extra umph. I think this is a flex slot, so if you want to experiment, this is where you want to do it. Unlicensed Hearse and Relic of Progenitus for those anti-reanimation deck or / graveyard synergies. We have Warping Wail as a pseudo counterspell for sorcery against, I would probably say, rhinos. And finally, we have a Braids as a artifact removal most of the time. Alright, that's it. Now on to the gameplay. So they mulligan down to 6. Vista for Mountain. Mountain Ragavan. Cast that. Pass the turn. It's your favorite monkey. It usually doesn't survive the first turn. I think this is how MTGO corrects for this bias. So they allow for the monkey to be played and dealt immediately at the same turn. So we're against, I think, Murktide. Yeah. That's how they deal with the overwhelming, what do you call this, hate against the deck or the card. They let you play it, but they deal with it. Mathematically, it's quite smart. But then again, they can't do that on paper magic. Now, this is just like speculations, guys. But so far, every time I cast our favorite monkey, turn 1, gets dealt with. Interesting, isn't it? So we're gonna go Eldrazi Temple right here and go for Chalice of the Void for 1. Reason being is that their deck has a lot of 1 to cast plus 0 to cast, and I like going for 1. And this prevents the Bonecrusher Giant, the, what do you call this, the Ragavans, so on and so forth. Otawara, Mishra's Bubble. Okay, really do hope we get a Cavern of Souls. Oh, that's Blood Moon. Don't mind if I do. Go for wastes. Here's my Thought-Knot Seer first. Either way, so either we play a Blood Moon or Thought-Knot Seer. If they have a counter spell, they're gonna counter it. So might as well just go for a Thought-Knot Seer play. Check what they have on hand. Feels like what do you call this? Archmage Charm. It's not that great. So I'm gonna go with Expressive Iteration. Very cost efficient to do so. So they'll go for, I'll cast a Blood Moon next turn if I don't top deck a, what do you call this? Anything good. Ooh, let's say Ramunap Ruins. I'm still gonna cast the Blood Moon here. See if they let it go. Go for Blood Moon. We're gonna counter it for sure. Fetch counter. Okay. Unless they just let it go. Probably gonna counter it. The other play that I can think of is just let them, or like draw some cards from it. So I'm just trying to do a War of Attrition here. That's why I sandbag the land, incentivizing them to actually just use their Archmage Charm to counter us. So that was my hope. Okay. Scalding Tarn. My Blood Moon now is ineffective. Okay. Ledger Shredder. 2 cards. We know what are those. I think they should have just casted this instead, honestly. So I know these 2. Here we go. Get them. Okay. It's taking the damage. Down to 3. Effectively down to 1. Yup. Sounds good. Taking down number 1 deck of the league. Alright, that being said, how do we sideboard against this deck? I think this is where the deck actually tries really hard to hedge. I feel like this is where Boil comes in, because they'll probably be, you know, a very good gacha type of like scenario. And because they're going to fetch away from Blood Moon, is it smart to not play Blood Moon at all? Plus they didn't see our Cavern of Souls, which is nice. So I'm kind of leaning towards that way. And also I think hating on their graveyard sounds good to me. Dismember, is it good against Murktide? I'm on the fence, depending. What can we put in? We can put at some additional Fury. Obligator is very nice against their deck. What else can we put in? Kind of like putting in Seasoned Pyromancer instead of the Dismembers. Dead It Gone is really a good gotcha card. Yeah, I mean, this hand is not particularly explosive. I'll probably have a better some land or cards in hand for these. But I feel like, I have a feeling that this will reward me. So I'm going to keep it. We don't have a turn 1 play anyway. So yeah, kind of okay. Probably start with a Vista. Depending on their turn 1. If they go Ragavan, then we're okay. I guess Ragavan it is. They're going to connect. Oof. Okay, that's another Ragavan. That's our Ragavan. Okay. Reality Smasher. Okay. Taking it slow, waiting for them to do something. Okay. So when they fetch, I could have just did my thing, but I think it's just as much as me doing it now and them probably countering it. Oh, Spell Pierce. Say no. Okay. I'm gonna take the damage. No problem. Another Stomper. They could just cast it though. The upside of just playing a Ragavan. Okay. Land drop. You're gonna cast this. Okay, there's a Chalice for 1. I think it's safer for me to just cast a Bonecrusher Giant here. I'm gonna take this damage, no problem. Then next turn, just go for the Thought-Knot Seer play. They left this because they have a Spell Pierce, so that's why. I'm happy to wager that they don't have anything so much in their hand, so that's the reason why I'm doing it this way. Hopefully no Lightning Bolts. Not too sure if they kept Lightning Bolt. Expressive. Interesting. Deep in the tank. Consider. Okay, I can go consider. Just gonna take this damage, no problem. It's okay. I wonder, Eldrazi, go for that Thought-Knot Seer play. Wonder what you have. Can't be countered. From there, we can trade our Bonecrusher Giant with their our Bonecrusher Giant. Oh, Subtlety with Flash. They removed the counter spell. Cool, cool. But that's kind of like, let's go for the bottom. It's fine. I have another one. I wonder if they have a removal for my Bonecrusher now that they have Delirium. Okay, snap that right off. Team Vents. Untapped, tapped. What are we looking at here? Untapped. Okay. I wonder. Expressive. Okay. They're looking for the removal for our Crusher Giant. Mishra's Bauble. Okay. Trying to get a peek at what's under the hood. I'm confident to trade now. Go to blocks. Okay. We still have that one off Dead and Gone. 5/5. Draw that card. Oof, that's a Ramunap Ruin. Okay. Interesting. Land drop. Thought-Knot Seer. I don't think we have... they have another. Yikes. Not looking good. Okay. No choice. Go to blocks. Down to 6. A Braid. Okay. Yeah, I think they got us here. Unfortunate, but okay. They played well. Consider. Okay, they got us. So that's like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they got us here. So I'm gonna consider. I don't think we have any leeway out. Yeah. Unfortunate. But okay. So could we get away? Because we're on the play now. Yeah, I think on the play is kind of cool. We also have a Braid. I think we should have went with the Dismember, but I feel like if I go with a Dismember play, I don't think it's wise for us to go wide. Dismember might be better. Or just the Fury. I think we can go Fury. I think we can go 1 Fury and 1 Relic just in case. Okay. Right. Hand we cannot keep. Mostly lands. So we're gonna mulligan this. This, I think we can definitely keep this. I'm gonna bottom. Counterintuitive, but I'm gonna bottom a Reality Smasher. Because we're on curve. So we're gonna keep bottom a Smasher. Say done. Ruins. Our turn 2. Turn 1 Ragavan. Hopefully there's no interaction. Let's go, let's go. Pay 1 life. Ragavan. Opponent mulligan down to 5, which is a good sign for us. Hopefully this carries through. Interesting. Fire Bluff into a Ragavan of their own. Into a bubble. No bubble. It's quite nice. So Eldrazi Temple right here. Go for Stomp. Do they have? They don't. Sounds good. Here you go. Get in there. Let's see what we have. What we get. An Abrade. Okay. Feels nice that it's our turn to get some Ragavan action. Oh, for Ragavan. Okay, are they trading their Ragavan for our Ragavan? It's quite nice. So I can obligate. Yeah, Ramunap. Quite cute. Okay, I'll probably just go with this one first in case they have an idea of, yep. We're gonna keep this, get that Ragavan into the graveyard, go to attacks. Yeah, sounds good to me. Deal the Misty. Okay, looking pretty good for us. Let's see how the cookie crumbles. Opponent draws a card. That's a DRC. Will they trade? That's another DRC. Ooh, it would be nice if we draw a Fury. No, it's not a Fury. I think I can trade, right? Yeah, they have nothing, so I can just trade all of these, all of my board. Okay. Ah, that's quite nice. Eldrazi. Okay. Then next turn, can go Bonecrusher, Expressive Iteration. I think they should have done this after combat because this would obligate their creature to attack. It's not quite nice. Yeah. Mishra's Bubble. Okay. Play the Mishra's Bubble. Yeah, see, I think that's a bit weird because that would obligate them to attack. That's blue. Yeah, they have to attack here. I'm gonna take that damage. That's fine. Yeah, I think that was a misplay. I'm gonna draw a card, that's fine also. But they're already sort of dead on board. Say, okay. Discard a waste. Oof, super dead. Not just dead, but super dead. Red for Eldrazi. Yep, Subtlety, sure. Put it on top. Evoked. Yeah, it's just basically delaying the inevitable. Plus, next turn we have Ramunaps. Yeah, I really do feel like this one was a mistake. They could have blocked here easily. Okay. I think they have to target themselves here. An MVP move would be probably to go... okay. They really need to do Murktide, land Murktide, so that their, what do you call this? Dragon Rage Channeler don't attack. But even then, they're still dead. Down to 1. Yeah. Good game. Yeah. Yep. So their crucial turn there was the part where they could have just went to the second main phase rather than go to combat. Unfortunate. I think they could have won. But yeah, that's it. On to the next one. All right. We're against Zuffman68. Z Huffman. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And looking at the hand right now, it's not particularly explosive. One of the key things about this type of deck is that it benefits a lot with explosive turns, and it doesn't really play well because if you think about it, it plays similarly to Red Prison. So I'm just going to ship it back. Maybe we can do something about this, or maybe we can do something with this, maybe not. So I'm just going to keep it on the off chance that we can. What I usually do is I'll ship back the Vista right here because all of these can come to play untap. So I'm going to ship the Vista. We can play Den on turn 1. Plus we have the Sokenzan in case. Opponent kept the 7. Played that land past the turn. Ooh, Saga, eh? Okay, yikes. This might be where Dead and Gone would come into play. Okay, the thing with this type of deck is it's very explosive, but fragile, okay? They must have the God hand because they kept this hand. Yeah, they did. Can't do anything about that. That's 2 Amulet of Vigor, and all they need is a bounce land. And I think probably they can go Azusa and win from there. Okay. Still, I think that's just like 5 mana. Azusa, Lost but Seeking. Okay. Okay, I see how he sequenced it. So the way we try to counteract this is just gonna try and stomp the yard here while these are on the stack. Okay, so that they can't do a replay. If they don't have a Titan right here, we may have a chance to win. But if they do, I'm just backing it up. Okay, they got us. That's a Titan. Yep, that's how Titan do. Yeah, they got us. I'm just gonna scoop it up. Yeah, because this would probably pump this 3 times, I would probably say, or this 3 times. So against their deck, Obligator is definitely quite good. The Bonecrusher Giant are very mediocre, to say the least. I like the Blood Moon. Chalice of the Void is kind of... You can't Chalice for 0 so that it turns off their stuff. But I feel like Amulet Titan has a lot of like hate, so they would be expecting our Blood Moon. Definitely, that's one of the things that I anticipate. I like putting it against their deck. I like putting in Boil, just so. I like putting in the Abrade. Okay. And I feel like the Engineered Explosives is quite good against their deck. It's a silent killer. Yeah, I like this. The what do you call this? Dismember deals with stuff. Yep, okay. I'm going to remove Chalice of the Void out and the Fury because I don't think it is very, or like a couple of Bonecrusher Giants. Huh. Yeah, I think a couple of Bonecrushers would be out. From there, I can just go Fury. So we're on the play. That's a Blood Moon, dead and gone. Yeah, that's what not to like. We're gonna keep this. I'm gonna put in a mountain. Go to main. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Got a lot of temples. Unfortunate that it's temple time. Okay, I could have dropped a temple in case we draw a, what do you call this? Yeah, it would have been a temple play definitely in case we drew a what's the word I'm looking for? In case we drew Smasher. Hopefully we're not punished. I hope. I really do hope. Not cool to do the Blood Moon as of yet, because what they would probably just do is like play their Karu lands or like the bounce lands. So I just don't do it. Totally depends on what they have. So they kept a, yeah. So they were really thinking about sandbagging the Museiju. Okay, perfect. So Vista, this one can search for waste and then we can, nope, not that one. We can do the Blood Moon thing. Right, looks like they don't have, I wonder why. It's an amulet. Another amulet. Valakut. Cool. Okay, that's an Obligator, which is quite nice. Then I'm just gonna REDRAZI, get these bad boys in. It could be that they're sandbagging the, what do you call this? The removal for my Fable. They don't. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. This is where Boil comes into play. Red, black, green. I think this is EE. Okay, that's an EE. Interesting. Boil, please. Okay, say yes. 1 and 2. That's an Abrade. So, yeah, can attack first. Okay, they block. It's not good. So I Abrade, destroy target artifact. Cast dead. Land drop. Pass the turn. Expedition map. Okay. Probably look for another Boseiju. Okay. Why are they using the green if that's the case? Unless they only have one Boseiju. But thinking about their deck, it's not going to be just one Boseiju, right? Oof. Okay. Nicely done. Land drop the waste. Cast the Thought-Knot Seer. I want to see. What's up? What's that last card that you're sandbagging? Let me see. Okay. Nothing anymore. Sounds good. And then I can do upkeep Thought-Knot every time. Okay. Expedition map. Try to Blood Moon. Get the Boseiju. Shoot it down. Say yes. Their top deck mode 2. It's a mountain. Okay. 3 to casts. 4 to casts. Ooh, 6 to cast. Primeval. Nice. I wonder if they can win here. So they top deck Primeval? Well, that's just how it is at times. They can't win still though, right? Just gonna take it. Obligator for sure. Then copy their Titan. Sure. That's 10 into, yeah, they need to have like double damage, which they can't because, oh, they can still. Right. Interesting. This is how much? 10? Ooh, okay. But this is during your combat. Doesn't make sense. But okay. It's gonna take this damage. The way they're gonna do it is land drop. It's gonna take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Copy. I think I'm short, right? Unless I top deck a land. I think so. This is a 3/6. 4 to activate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need one more land to win. I think they don't see it. But the way you win here is to search for, if you don't have a land, I think you still have a land drop, right? So you land drop and then copy your Simic Growth Chamber. Float 4. Bring back your Vesuva. Search for, okay. They just passed. No. So 2 lands, land drop, and we win. It's a Reality Smasher. So, oh, does it stack? Oops. Now I'm wrong. Now I'm so dead. Say yes to the ability. Okay. So this is 6, 10. Okay, it's 20 damage. 6, 12. So if I copy this, copy 10, 10, 10, 9. Okay, 1, 2, 10, 9. So it's better if I just attack with everything. Yeah. Okay. Good game. 20. Say yes. Yeah. Let's go for Ramunap Ruins. Okay, that's 20. Nicely done, nicely done. That was grueling. So this time, I think we can't do anything more than what we have done. So probably they would put in a lot of like art hate. So okay, the idea here is that they will be putting in a lot of artifact and enchantment hate in the form of Force of Vigor, right? Therefore, putting in Chalice of the Void doesn't really do as much because it is another target for those types of cards. So what I would probably do is stick with this composition. Submit the deck. Okay, we have a turn 1 Ragavan and then hope for the best. We're gonna keep it. Opponent kept a 7 also, so that's daunting. Okay, this is kind of the same as what we had a while ago. So oh, that's not quite the same, is it? No, it's not. You're late. I could have dashed my Ragavan, but what can you do? Okay. Boseiju, Sakura Tribe Elder, eh? Oh, I'm just going to attack here, see how it goes. Let's see if the Sakura trades. Okay, they did not trade. In fact, it searched for something. Okay. The gemstone was pretty much late. Was hoping that we could have it on our opening hand so we could have dash. I think the math would be different if that's the case, but let's see how it goes. I'm still hoping that we get something out of the exchange, or we can at least cast our Thought-Knot Seers. REDRAZI. Okay, so they're just floating the mana. Oh, they just don't. Okay, that's a 3/3. Okay, interesting. So they don't have it as of yet. Then we want to go expedition map. Interesting. Okay. That's the case. Here's my Cavern of Souls on Eldrazi. In case you got any ideas out there. Fable Mirror Breaker. F6, go. They'll probably break the expedition map. Could have attacked, right? Oh, don't mind if I do. I wonder, is this a... Okay, game at 2/2. Search for a bounce land. Simicro Chamber. Put it there. Tap and tap. Do the stuff. Do the thing. 3 to cast. Transmute. Summoner's Pack. Okay. That's a Blood Moon. So I think we can attack first. Get to trade with the token. Okay. Alright. So I just don't want to be a target of... So I'm gonna go with Thought-Knot Seer. I know that the right move would probably be go for Blood Moon. But I think this is the other correct move. Because they have the Boseiju right here. Okay. And then Engineered Explosives as well. They could play it for 0. Okay, sounds good. So they only have no more pacts, no more Simic. Yep, I think that's it. Oh, should have played the land. My bad, guys. I was too focused. We could have played 2 spells next turn. Easily. 1 Blood Moon, 1 Fable. Let's see. Still can do it though. Can. Okay, that's a forest. Okay, that's what they drew. Ah, interesting. Yep, Engineer Explosives for 0. Just get it out there. Oh, that's a Reality Smasher. If they top deck what they need, then they just top deck what they need. I'm putting you on a 2-turn clock. Let's see what you top deck. Okay. A long pause is very much good for us. Okay. Obligator. Is that good? Can just land drop right here. If I go for attacks, yeah, let's go for attacks. Then they can bounce one of these. That's an endurance. Sure. 4, 5. Shuffle their own down to 4. So that's what they top decked. Therefore, if I go... I wonder why they didn't play land though. Interesting. Fable and Blood Moon. Let's get them to spend that... Okay. Say yes. Mountain. Okay. Alright. Wonder what this is? Dismember. Nicely done. Good job. So yeah, that was actually one of the things that the Titan deck isn't really known for, because you actually play almost 30 land cards in the deck. There's a chance that if I deal with some of your early threats, you would probably draw a lot of lands. All right, that's it. Now on to the next one. All right, we won the die roll. We're gonna go first, but unfortunately, this is a hand that we certainly cannot keep because lands. Land, so we're gonna mulligan this. Mulligan? Don't mind if I do. This one we would probably be keeping. I like this. I will keep it. I will bottom 1 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So the idea here is that if our Ragavan survives, we can actually fast track into Thought-Knot Seer. So we'll hopefully see the synergy here. So we're gonna bottom the Fable. Say done. Opponent doesn't have any companion. It's quite nice to see. Yorion has been banned, so I know there are a lot of detractors about why that card was banned, but you know, business has to make some money, guys, else won't have a game to play. All right, we're against Revolver. Nice name. Hopefully they don't have an answer to our Ragavan. That's the dream. Just go tap land or Triome, then pass. That's the perfect thing to do. Yikes, that's a fatal push. Could be. Yes, indeed. Okay, blue, black. What does this mean for us? I'm gonna land drop a waste past the turn. So the reason why I put in waste instead of Cavern of Souls, because, well, it's practically the same. If I Cavern of Souls and say Eldrazi, oh, we at it, baby. We are at it. So we're against Mill? Okay. This is not a very good matchup for us, I'll probably say. So, yep. Let's see if we can get away with it. So, the thing with Mill is it's practically like Burn. And I don't know why. Because I think they're just waiting for this to be fatal push. So, yeah, they will fatal push my Cavern. In that case, I can go, because they already saw our Eldrazi here. So, maybe just play the Cavern, go for Eldrazi. I almost clicked the, what do you call this? Here you go. So one key thing about this deck is that it basically went with this card, which is the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, because it's lighter in terms of like the mana color composition or like requirements. Some of these deck actually just pack 4 Seasoned Pyro. Yeah, it's just gonna Millis. So yeah, it's going to be a race. Straight up race. Is it going to be a removal from a goblin? No. Praying Sanity. Right. Another one. DJ Khaled. Fatal push. If I go Blood Moon right here, I think we got a game. But they already saw 2 Blood Moons right here. So it's highly unlikely that we have another one. Here. Ooh, that's an Obligator. Ah, interesting. Probably say, I can't obligate the Ruin Crab, right? So probably say okay. And I'll probably go discard the Obligator? Question mark? Say yes. Discard a waste because we already have a waste and Obligator. And we're rewarded with lands. Okay, I wanna prod a little bit here. Let's see if they fatal push. Chances are, probably will. Ooh, they didn't. Will they block? Ooh, they did. Interesting. So that means they might not have a land. Okay. Ramunap. Thought-Knot Seer. Cool thing about it is that it pairs really nicely with our fabled Mirror Breaker. Okay, let me see what's up. Okay, Surgical Extraction. Drown in the Lock and Murderous Cut. So overall, probably go with Into the Story. Now that I think about it. So they can basically drown in the lock something. We can't do that because this is like a lot. You need to do it next turn. Probably go with a Smasher. I think you need to surgical my Smasher, but honestly, drown in the lock. Okay. Hedron Crab. And do the thing. 6 cards. So that's a surgical and a removal. So either they're going to use that for my fabled. I think kind of cool. We have a lot of like live draws. Dismember is one of them. Question mark. So I know the last card is removal, right? So I'm just gonna go. Remember, you 1, 2. Because I know the life total won't mean anything here. So I'm giving them a choice of either they have to select blue here somewhere because they know we got Blood Moons, right? Anyway, anywho. So that's a Murderous Cut and an Extraction. Go to okay. Go to combat. Oh yeah. Get in there. Put this in. Say Elemental. Eldrazi, of course. Waiting for the Reality Smashers to come through. They'll probably extract us here or kill our Reflection. Ooh, okay. Quite good for us. Hopefully they just like draw duds. Oh, they drew a Ruin Crab. Okay. That means the last card is a extraction. I wonder what they would be extracting. Ooh, they're removing Fury. There's only 2 Furies in the deck. Thank you for playing. We do have, I think, just need to raise them. We got a lot of like live draws. That's a Vista. I'm gonna attack. Let's see. We're drawing a lot of lands. Unfortunate. Okay. Gonna land drop this because they know what's in our hand. 21 cards. Got a lot because all of their cards in the library could just like mill us like this one. That's like 12 cards easy. Very unlucky that was the case, unfortunately. here. Okay, now they got a island. 9 cards. Not even sure what we're gonna draw here, but ooh, it's a land. I'm just going to sandbag this land. They'll create some treasures for no reason. Yeah, I think they got us here. We're just very unlucky about like how this panned out. Could it have been different if we... Okay, they got us. So we're gonna scoop it up. They drew flawlessly. I mean, okay. That being said, Blood Moon is still great. I'll probably go with Warping Wail, I think. A very good removal plus a counter spell from their deck for their deck. Dismember is not so good. Question mark. Yep. And I think I would probably remove the Obligator because there's nothing to obligate. Obligator, 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 and this one is out. Okay. So from there, we can go Fury or Furies. Yeah, kind of like it. Kind of like this. The way they're doing the thing. I think I can keep this. Keep? Question mark. So they could probably go Thoughtseize and stuff, but I think this is okay. I think this is nice. I think I can start it with Eldrazi Temple. Is that Krabu? Okay, sounds good. So I'm not going to fetch because that's not good. So I'm just gonna Warping Wail this one. Exile that, and then next turn's a doozy. Okay. Oof, that's another one, DJ Khaled. I'm going to sandbag this because I don't know what we want out of it as of yet. I'm just gonna have 6 here. Island, okay. Into a cycle, okay. Void Reality Smasher, interesting. It's black into a extirpate the void, which case we have a couple of Reality Smasher. Okay, we're going to go land drop, probably say elemental. Thinking about what could one island get us. Is there counter spell like annul? Would I be bringing that one? I don't think so. Okay, go get in there. Yup, that's a lot of damage. Okay, Field of Ruin my Cavern, and then maybe go. I don't think you can Fatal Push, but you can actually remove this if you want. Ooh, okay. Go for red. Archive Trap, sure. Extirpate my Fury, sure. Leaves me with 2 Prismatic Vistas. Oh, that's a Thought-Knot. Me attack first. Don't mind if I do. Down to 7. Here's my Thought-Knot. I want to see if they have anything more that they can bring onto the table. Crypt Incursion, Fatal, and beyond. Probably remove the Crypt Incursion. Yeah, Crypt Incursion. And drop. Let's fetch for a red mana source. Alright, sounds good to me. So they got a Visions of Beyond, which is not yet active. Echoing Truth, that's a crab, that's what they drew. Yikes. Not even able to activate Fatal Push. Oh, interesting. That's Ragavan Dash. So I can just dash the Ragavan. Ragavan Dash. Yeah. Echoing Truth something. They can Fatal Push my Ragavan. Okay. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Echoing Truth. The Smasher. Really? Cycle Divisions. Fatal Push this. Have to block this. Down to 2. Yep. I think they did it the other way around, right? Okay. And drop. Do I have another mountain? No, I'm not going to put it because I don't want them to be activating something. Okay, sounds good to me. Right, we got him. Got him. All right, so with them knowing that we have a couple of Furies, we may want to... I think I was like thinking that like a license hers might be good. Because they already saw the Blood Moon, they'll be fetching... They'll be probably be playing around Blood Moon. So instead of like going out with Blood Moon, I want to put in a bit more like pressure on board. Like Eldrazi Obligator might be nice. I like the Chalice of the Void definitely because most of their cards are, I'll probably say, want to cast Chalice of the Void for 1 really wrecks their deck. And the way I see it, you didn't even put in a Lightning Bolt so that when we Chalice for 1, it's really just a one-way trip to our opponents being decimated. That being said, I might shave 1 Fury because we're on the draw. And I feel like if I put in a Braid, it would be a bit more late. It's late for me to do so. I think this might be where my Dismember come into play, or am I just overthinking it? Yeah, I like putting in the Dismember. Probably remove a Bonecrusher. Ooh, okay. Easy, keep. I like it. Hoping that they don't have 1-drop. We're gonna keep this. The best top deck if they go... Okay, they didn't go for any of the usual 1-drops. Okay, that's an Obligator. It totally depends on what they have. I would probably go for Chalice on 1 then after. Oh, Double Island. I don't think they're playing Counterspell. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, let's do a Chalice for 1. F6. Then next turn, Thought-Knot Seer. Are they... Okay, Fracturing Identity. Okay, Fabled Warping Wail. So there's only 2 Warping Wails in case they spend some time to Warping Wail us. I think that would be the case, but they go black here. Okay, that's a Field of Ruin, in which case they'll probably do that. Expect. Go for Mountain. Okay, and nothing. Nice. In this case, I think I wanna go Obligator. The next turn, I wanna get in as much damage as we can. This is rife for boil. Opponent is surely reading. What is this card? Like, yep, that's a thing. The next turn, if they just... That's a land, Oboro. Is this Fractured Sanity? Okay. Seasoned Pyro and Boil. They saw it. Saw the secret weapon. Okay. From here, I want to know what we're playing against. So we can go Thought-Knot Seer into the story. Because Fatal Push is useless against this board. Okay. I'm a bit confident now. Because it looks like they have only Otawara and some Fatal Pushes. Which they can't use. Nicely done. I think they need to Otawara our Chalice of the Void next turn. Then again, it's probably attack here next turn. Go for attacks. Yep, push our online, but we got Chalice, so they have to make sure that they bounce the Chalice first. I think we can get a bit more damage here. That's 7, and then this is just going to try to seal. We're gonna stomp them first. Actually, I want to check if we still have mountains on the deck. So I have 3 mountains, and we only had one mountain. So we still have 1 more supposedly. Yep, that's cool. And now I can Bone Crush Stomp them to make sure that I cast it correctly. Stomp first, stomp the yard, and cast it again. Okay, they have to bounce my Chalice here. Yes, which I'm glad to do so. Then from there, they would have to activate Oboro and can only Fatal Push once next turn. I think we got this. Oh, that's a crab. And bounce... Okay. I spoke too soon? Question mark. Fatal Push twice. Okay. Sure. They draw something. They can't Fatal Push my Bonecrusher because that's a Visions of Beyond. Draw a couple more. Yeah, I think we got this, but let's see what they get. Another Hedron Crab. Yeah, I think we got this. Fatal Push. Sure. Yep. Do we have this? Yeah, we got this. I can Warping Wail the Ruin Crab and stomp the other. Cool. Or just cast a Smashing. Warping Wail. Toughness 1. Stomp the game. Alright. 1 for the good guys. So yeah, it was a very daunting game number 1, but you know, we climbed the ladder up. Eldrazi doing its thing. That's game number 1. Now let's go to the next game. Okay, so we're on the play. We're against Nekrohero with a K. So that being said, we're gonna keep this. There's no point in me trying to sugarcoat what deck we are playing. So totally depends on what they're playing as well. I prefer to know what their first land drop is before playing a Chalice. So we can go Chalice on 0, Chalice on 1. This deck is actually designed to go Chalice on 1. So hopefully we can go that way. They mulligan down to 4. Okay. It's not looking good for us. Scalding Tarn. It's kind of weird, but okay. That's a Blood Moon, eh? I'm thinking about it. Ramunap Excavator. I think let's just go aggro. Let's go Obligator, get in there. So mulligan down to 4 with a Scalding Tarn as a... Okay. This is something spicy. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So is this like Dredge? Interesting. I wanna Blood Moon first before, Reality Smasher first before we do anything. Or like cast our Blood Moons. Hopefully that's enough. It's black. Dark black. Yeah, okay. It's definitely Dredge. Okay. Then next turn, that's when I will oh, that's a lot of Creeping Chills. 2 Chills. 1 Bone Thug. Oof. Yikes. A lot of Creeping Chills. Okay. 2 of those. That's a Ragavan. Steam Vents thingy. Or Conflagrate can... Oh, interesting. So the key here is that we cannot raise them. Probably cast a Ragavan. Then Void for 2. Oh no, can only void for one. Hopefully that works. Dark Blast. Ooh, I miss Ox of Agonas. Yeah, they got us here. I think they got us. So I'm gonna concede the game. All right, take it off. That being said, we do have Dismembers. Okay, what are the things that is not effective against their deck? Definitely the Dismembers because it's just going to go back. I like putting in some Graveyard Hates. Unlicensed Hearse and Relic is quite nice. It's where it shines. Chalice of the Void. I'm going to remove it primarily because with this deck, right, you need to have Chalice of the Void for 2 before it becomes effective. So by then, it would probably be too late. So now it's a question of, do I go with a Blood Moon or a Fury just to deal with their board? Probably Fury comes in as well, alongside Warping Wail, because the Warping Wail can counter their Cathartic Reunions. Okay, alright, sounds good to me. But honestly, right, this hand is a bit misleading. But because we drew the Relic of Progenitus, we're gonna keep it. I'm just gonna start with a Cavern of Souls. Cavern. Gemstone Cavern. And hopefully we draw a land card. So that's what's cool with this Fable, because we can essentially pitch it. Okay, let's go. Land drop. Relic, go. Ooh, punished. Okay. Wear and tear. Okay. Oof, that's a lot of smashers. We are definitely being punished here, but what can we say? 2 Savage. Obligator, of course. Don't have a land still until now. Gonna have 6 here. A lot of cards. Let's see what they have. Ooh, okay. Sounds okay. Oof, that's a... Okay. In fairness, I don't want... Probably gonna discard a Fury here. They're not presenting a good clock, so I think we can still... Oh, that's Narcomeebs doing their thing. I just need one more land. Any land would do. And of course, unlicensed Hearse. Okay. Instead of us guarding it, take another 2 damage, as the kids would say. Target that, say okay. Yup. Nice. It's a Vista, and I can sacrifice, get a mountain. Question becomes, do you want the Fury or Fable? I can Fable, so I need the ramp. F6, go. I can just discard 2 smashers here, because honestly, you don't need 4 smashers to win? Question. Okay, Dark Blasts. Wait, what? Dark Blast into another Dark Blast? Bulgari Thug, okay. Another Dark Blast, okay. Down to 11. Take 1 damage, okay. Okay, we're going to remove, say yes, double smasher. That's an obligator and an obligator again. Huh, interesting. So I was thinking, okay, exile. 2 on 2. That's evoked and drop, get an obligator out. Attack. So now they could either Dark Blast. Oh, they did not. That would be a Miba into Price Amalgam. Yikes. Golgari Thug. Okay. Should I have waited? Could be. That could have been the move there. But they're down to 7. I could land drop here. Get a smasher out. Ox of Agona says... Yeah, I mean, can't do whatever. So 4. Yeah, okay. 4 damage. Weed. But you're gonna... Okay, that's quite smart. Oof. Creeping Chill. Okay. That's an Ox. Bring back the Ox. Oof, that's a lot. Stinkweed. Okay, I think that's a lot. Down to 8. Okay, they come back to play tapped. One would assume we need a land again to win, or just a Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get to attack. Interesting. I'm down to 9. How should we do this? So it's devoid, right? If I go obligator, they have to block there, block there. Obligator is 5. 5, this one blocks here. Down to 1? Interesting. Block here. 7 down to 1. Not good enough. If I go 3 reality smashers, that can't be enough as well. Yeah, that's not enough. If I go 1, 2, 3, then 4. Okay, just cast this then. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Okay, here we go. Bring back the Price Amalgam, 2 of them, or just 1. Down to 8. Everybody's down to 8. They have a lot of like, oof, I'm down to 5. Reaping Chill, did they have anything here? This Dark Blast, Reaping Chill, yeah. Go to blocks. Block here, block here, block here. Okay, Dark Blast there. It's fine. You're down to 10. Oof. Okay. Golgari Thug. These two are down. These two are down. Okay. Down to 9. And I think that means I win. These are all tapped. Yep. Can just Reality Smasher. Don't even obligate. Here you go. Trample Haste. Game. That was good. Okay, time to, practically do the same thing. Submit the deck. Okay, arguably, Blood Moon might not be a good thing. Ooh, okay. Another greedy keep we're gonna keep because we do have one unlicensed hearse, couple of like Reality Smashers. Opponent kept a 6-hander. That's a Thought Seize. Probably take our unlicensed hearse. Yep. And the coup de grace. Okay. Now we're in trouble. Yeah. Cathartic. Hopefully not. Blue, and this is weird, and white. What? Huh? Why? Okay, I respect it, but why? Ah, okay. Otherworldly Gaze. Gaze into the abyss. Okay. Take 1 damage. Okay, let's try to not incentivize their thing here, okay? Blue, white again. What is this? Worldly Gaze. Hope to draw a land. Oof, Creeping Chill, me, thump you, and hopefully I can draw a land here. Land, please. Yes, that's a land. Definitely a land. And plus it's a Vista, so I can search for a Waste. And here I can Blood Moon. Okay, sounds good to me. Cathartic Reunion. Red. Another Cathartic Reunion. Yikes. Cathartic into Cathartic for nothing. Sounds good. That's a Ragavan. Should I dash it? I think that's too greedy. Okay. Trying to close out the game here as quickly as we can. Hopefully, no more Cathartics here. Ooh, okay. Probably say yes. Discard 2. Probably you. Okay. So I'm going to land drop. Get a dash action. Buried Mesa, cast this, then bring back the dude, and hopefully win by next turn. All right, we did it. Another one for the good guys. All right, now that was fun. So what did we learn about the deck? The deck is definitely, I would probably say competitive. I feel like there is a couple of card iterations that we can improve. As I mentioned on the intro a while ago, we do have some leeways to go check out what we can do with this Dismember or Dead and Gone. I think these are some of the flexi slots because some of them are actually packing for Eldrazi Obligator. That being said, what did overperform? The Fable of the Mirror Breaker to me did overperform. I really like this specific card. As of the sideboard cards right here, I think the other flexi slot is a Seasoned Pyromancer. Granted, I think this is where you sideboard against Mardu or like Rakdos because they basically wreck your hands. Everything else felt a bit stable. I'm on the fence on the Boil. Fury is touch and go as well. You can actually put in a bit more Fury if you like on the main deck. I'm also on the fence on either I license a Relic Progenitus, what do you call this? If that is the optimal count, you can either go 2 Relic or 1 unlicensed hearse. Yeah. We lost to 1 Sacrifice deck. I think it is John Sacrifice. It's a very neat card. I think our Chalice of the Void there didn't do as much, but you know, what can we do? It did overperform against Murktide Regent. So if you wanted to pick up something different, right, and to surprise your meta game, definitely I recommend this deck. Shout out to Cool Dad who actually pioneered this deck. Shout out to you, Conrad. Thank you for sending me your deck list. All right, that's it. Now, if you enjoyed the gameplay, subscribe to your boy and give it a thumbs up. Let me know on the comment section down below what type of deck I should be playing the next modern gameplay. That's it. See you in the next one.